Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Let Me Yap a Little with your host, Jessica Woods. It's been a minute. I know I went MIA the other week, but I'm back and I'm ready to yap, y'all. I honestly just wanted to just give myself a little break and just, you know, enjoy life. It wasn't like this pod was stressing me out or anything. It was just the fact that I want to come back a little bit more refreshed and just have like something good to talk about because I don't want to just bore y'all. But for this episode, I want to dive back in to the series I started a few months back. The season's here, near, and there. And today we're focusing on near. I know the past two have been on here, where I am at the moment, but we're going to dive into the future. Stuff that I'm hoping that will come about sometime soon. Doesn't mean I'm expecting it in a few months from now or just within this year. It can be 2 to 3 years down the line, but it's something that I feel like is nearly approaching in my life. And it involves pivoting. I feel like, especially me as a person that is very type A, I like all my ducks in a row, crossing my T's, dotting my I's, making sure all my plans are going to plan accordingly. I can really just put myself in a box and sometimes just limit myself and like prevent myself from exploring my full potential when it comes to things, even though it's something that I'm like really, really want to have spoken about, prayed about, but fear and overthinking, especially overthinking, as a chronic overthinker, having that issue makes me overcomplicate my life over just nonsense of just me just overthinking and thinking that things that just trying to like protect myself in a way and saying like, oh, if I do this, then like I might like not flourish in this aspect of my life. When you are an overthinker, you can easily hinder yourself from your full potential. And right now, I'm speaking this into existence that this will end for me. And anyone out there that also deals with this issue, I hope we come together, lock in, and just let our brain rest, not let our mind take control over so much, and just go, just do it, just pivot. You just got to pivot. And when I say that, it really, I know it's easier said than done. I know it's easier said than done. Like, there is sometimes planning that comes involved, especially if it's maybe a new career you're looking for, if you're looking to move, if you're looking to travel somewhere and just like kind of just drop everything and just go explore the world. I mean, all that does in a way take planning, but at the end of the day, you just got to go for it. As humans, we are meant to evolve, we're meant to change, and when we don't do that, we really are blocking our blessings because so much can come from the involvement and change that we bring about our lives when we just take that risk and go after what we want. And I hope that in the future, the goals that I have, I don't let fear and overthinking hinder that and I go after it. Right now, I would say some of my main ones is a career change in the future, not anytime soon, but as y'all know, I work in research and I'm about to hit my 4 years working in research. And by the time I hit my fifth year, I do want to look out expanding that career field and going into biotech. And I've always had an interest in biotech and just technical development when it comes to treatments and stuff. And with that, I'm also able to travel. So by doing that, being able to travel, I don't have like my own like family. I'm not married. I don't have kids. And so I feel like this is a time in my life where I should be exploring that. Um, and I feel like it will be a great experience to have because eventually, in the near, I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years from now, when I do really settle down, I don't want to have any regrets on the career choices that I made in the past because um those aspects do change things up. And so, yeah, that is something I really want to do. And having a career that I love my career right now, don't get me wrong, but expanding that and just seeing more within it is going to be amazing to me, I believe. And so, yeah, I just also just want to travel. I want to see the world, and having a full-time job that's set based here in Atlanta that does prevent it. Like, granted, I do schedule trips throughout the year, but it's like not like I want to take a 2 week vacation, a month vacation. I don't just want a week. I don't just want the weekend. I don't just want 4 3 days. Like, I want to have a month of just full on traveling. And I obviously can't do that with a full time job that's based in one city. So, yeah, that also prevents me from doing certain things. So, a career choice would also help with that. Um, but yeah, I just feel like you can also just meet a lot of people when it comes to traveling, see different cultures, viewpoints, and I love experiencing that. Every time I do travel, I'm just like, wow, that's so nice. And like see places I can see myself living in the future. I've talked about wanting to live in a well, not talked about with y'all. I've talked about this to some friends and honestly to myself cuz who doesn't talk to themselves? But and you're not weird if you do that, clock it. But yeah, I want to live in like a blue zone, and blue zones are areas where like they're known for their rich lifestyle and longevity and health. And I want to get out of Georgia eventually. I feel like Georgia at the end of the day will always be my home base. It will always be my home base. I have family here, but it's not where I want to settle down my entire life. You get what I mean? And yeah, and so that's where I'm wanting to pivot within my life. But for others out there, I mean, you can look at it as just like anything. If you're wanting to start a new hobby, do it. Don't hold yourself back. If you want to get out there, meet new people, meet new friends, build a community, join a community, go out, do it, pivot, shake up your routine. We really, and I'm speaking for myself as well, we have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable really changes like your mindset with so much, because you start to see that the things that I once feared, the things that I thought would be scary, wouldn't work out, everything's worked perfectly fine and way better than I could have ever imagined. And when you really like have that positive mindset, um it really takes you a long way. And granted, it's okay to be scared. I'm always stressing and scared too, but that's also something we should work on. Like, and I'm speaking that as like, don't ever take that away from yourself. Like, yes, it's good to have those moments of like just being worried and just not fully being prepared, because honestly, if you wasn't scared a little bit, like it wouldn't kind of be that natural and normal. Like, you're supposed to have some fear. I mean, you are like changing things up in your routine, whether they're big or small. It is a change, and change can be scary. But I feel like it's also important to know that it could bring a whole new life when you just shake things up. When you really just shake things up, do what you want to do. And I feel like, especially when you're a young adult, even when you're honestly like a teenager, like you can be in high school listening to this, like, but granted, when you are a young adult, you do have more freedom. And especially when you finish that point in your life, when you're done with school and stuff like that, you really can take your life anywhere. It's just a matter of how bad you want it, in a sense. And granted, things come up in life and that can hinder it. But if you know right now you're at a stable point in your life where you're wanting such and such thing, go for it. Evolve, change, and just trust that gut. If your gut's telling you you need to do this, you need to act on this now, do it. Like, don't ignore that gut feeling. I don't know how many times that things that I've pushed back in the past, I sit back, I'm like, dang, if only I started it sooner. If only I did this sooner. If only I took the risk sooner. Like, where would I have been now? Like, just not waiting. I'm not trying to sound all morbid and stuff, but like, every day is not guaranteed. And I really want us all to live our best lives. And doing that involves pivoting. And you can also just pivot when it comes to other things, when it comes to you just seeking a new way of living. If you know, like, you're not the most active person, or you want to change your diet, and granted, it might not even be a bad diet you have. Maybe you want to go vegan or vegetarian. Do it. Why not? Just do it. Shake things up in your life. You never know. You might end up becoming a vegan, and then you might end up also going to a grocery store that you love that's vegan friendly, and then you end up meeting the love of your life there at the grocery store. I don't know, I'm just talking, but listen, it could happen. Or you end up just meeting new people within that community, and it just opens a new world for you. Or you want to get a dog, you want to get a cat. Like, of course, a cat. Like, who doesn't love cats? But I'm just joking. But no, honestly, cats are amazing. I digress. But yeah, you want to get a cat or a dog, do it. Why not? Get your fur baby. What's holding you back? Like, just do it. There's so many fur babies out there waiting to be adopted left and right. Adopt, don't buy. But yeah, do it. I feel like we can be so secure within ourselves at times, but then so distant from what we really need in life. And it's coming together and finding that balance within ourselves. And it's also, when you pivot, it really is knowing yourself. I'm not saying go out there and just make careless decisions. You got to have good discernment at the end of the day. Like, don't do stuff that you know will lead to bad outcomes. But I feel like most of the time I'm like thinking that y'all are on a good straight narrow path, and the things that y'all want to do isn't psychotic. But yeah, I feel like go for it. And I'm telling y'all that, but I'm also telling this to myself because I'm in that same boat of just being scared and just not knowing what to do next, but also having an idea of what to do next and a plan. But it's just executing that plan and just following through with it. Because, yeah, we're so young. I mean, I know we always think like every new age we turn, we feel so old, we feel so old, but we really are young. We're young in turn, and let's get it going. Pivot, just pivot. And I hope that this just brings motivation, because I like listening to people that bring me some motivation and encouragement to like start a new chapter in my life. And I hope I'm speaking that into existence for you all, because I feel like some great things are going to happen in the near future. And in this season of life where you are right now, it's fine. Don't stress about it. That's the other thing. Like, where you are right now, even if it's not where you want to be, calm down. Take a deep breath. Don't stress about it. You're good. You're Gucci. Everything will be fine. Everything will go according to plan, God willing. And just take a deep breath and live at the end of the day. Like, don't be stressing yourself out about the future. Granted, I say yes, pivot. Like, this is something that's pivoting is something near for me, but I'm not trying to stress out about it. And I don't want y'all to do the same. Even though this is something that's not happening at this very moment, it's okay. Relax. Don't stress about the future, and just go with the flow. Plan it out if you need to. For all my type A people, for my type B people, I know like y'all are good with not having a plan. Y'all just go for it. Y'all very spontaneous in many aspects, and I love that. Honestly, wish that was me in many ways. I can be spontaneous when it comes to little things, but big things I really got to sit down and plan. I really do. But yeah, I really want this to be a time for us to just lock in, think about what we want for the future. Don't stress about it, but think about it and get comfortable with the uncomfortable and go for it. Any journey you are trying to take and strive for, you got this. And yeah, guys, just pivot. Just pivot. This year, I've spoken about how I want this and this and that. And granted, yeah, I haven't reached my goals yet. I mean, granted, we are only in April. I really need to calm down. That's the thing. I be putting too much pressure on myself. But yeah, like I'm making progress within this year of the goals I have set for myself. So I do want to know, how are y'all doing with your New Year's resolutions? Are y'all locked in? Are y'all getting things done? Like, how's it going? How's everything going? I want to know, cuz for me, I will say when it comes to health stuff, vitamin intake, been on my vitamin grind. My iron levels, I feel like, have gotten back to normal. I need to get retested, but it's been I feel like it's been doing good because I've felt a change in my energy, and that was one of the key factors. And also, I'm no longer having headaches every other day because that was also a huge contributor to having low iron. So I feel like that's going good with me. I haven't yet started a new hobby, which I really want to do. I want to get into pottery. If y'all live in Atlanta, any good pottery spots? I've looked at a few, but I want to see if there's any more out there. Let me know because I really want to get into pottery. I enjoyed that in elementary school. We would do pottery so much, but we wouldn't do it on the wheel. It was just like, making it just with water and stuff on the table with a block of clay. But I really want to like do it on the wheel, do the spinning and all that stuff, glazing it. Like I want to do that so bad, but I want to know where to start because honestly, if I could start doing that at home, I bet that's so expensive to get all the materials and stuff to like have that set up at home. But to just like wake up and be like, yeah, I'm spinning my clay, like that's a vibe. But yeah, I want to get into that. I also just want to get back into painting. See, that's just me putting things off. Like when I talked about pivoting to new hobbies, like I said, I'm in the same boat. I need to lock in. Yeah, I need to like focus on that. Just get into painting again because painting is honestly so relaxing for me. Painting has always been so therapeutic to me, and I just love painting pieces. I do go more the abstract route, but I can do a little doodling here and there, make a little picture come about, but I'm not the best artist. I'm more good at like little simple things, but yeah, I want to get back into that as well. But yeah, let me know how y'all's New Year's resolutions are going so far. We have finished quarter one of the year. And I know that sounds crazy because I feel like this year's flying by like wildfire. Like, what? How are we already in April? And also, I am filming this on Saturday, the day before Easter. So, to those that celebrate, happy Easter, happy Resurrection Day. I hope you enjoy celebrating with your loved ones. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this week that is coming about. I know y'all be seeing this on a Wednesday. So, yeah, happy hump day. You're you're doing a great job, sweetie. You're almost through the week. You got this. The weekend is approaching. And I hope this podcast brings some enjoyment for your Wednesday. But yeah, with that being said, as always, guys, it was so much fun yapping with you all. And I'll see y'all again for another Yap Sesh. Bye, guys.